A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I stay a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Make me some happiness. A little bit of this,
a little bit of that.
Ooh, a little bit of that.
I stay a little bit of this,
Ooh, a little bit of that.
a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Make me some happiness. Got a bowl full of lemons on the kitchen table. Clouds outside talking crazy like they own the day. Still I feel love living deep in the room, like a song in the walls that will not go away. A pinch of hope and a spoonful of patience, a laugh in the air and a warm embrace. That is how a hard day turns soft in your hands. That is how joy puts light on your face.
It is not somewhere away.
It is not down the line. You make it in the moment. You make it every time.
Make me some happiness.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Some sugar and lemons bring the whole world back. A drizzle of love with a laugh on top. Stir it with your heart and do not stop.
Make me some happiness.
Right here in the moment, right here where I stand. Joy is homemade, baby, made by hand. So when the world gets heavy, flip it with your praise. Make me some happiness all over this place. Yeah. How do you take a rainy day and make it feel like healing? Soft on the window, calm in your soul. How do you take a broken place and bless it with a future? To the herb that's going, the whole heart grows. How do you lasso sunshine when it lands on your shoulder? How do you catch a glance and turn it into love? How do you take your trial and turn it to your testimony? You lift it up, then rise above. It is not something borrowed. It is not something sold. You build it out of living. You build it out of gold. Make me some happiness. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Some sugar and lemons bring the whole world back. A drizzle of love with a laugh on top. Stir it with your heart and do not stop. Make me some happiness. Right here in the moment, right here where I stand. Joy is homemade, baby, made by hand. So when the world gets heavy, flip it with your blaze. Make me some happiness all over this place. Snap the fingers, let your spirit catch the rhythm. Rain might fall, but the sun still lives in me. I make peace out of pressure, I make beauty out of breaking. Now this joy is part of my identity. I make song out of sorrow, I make strength out of strain. I make room for the light, now I dance in the rain. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Oh, love in the season, man.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Kinga. Yes, there are other people here. Stephen, Joshua Lee, Kinga. I thank you guys for showing up for me on this Sunday evening. I want to tell you guys, I had a really great Sunday. Um, I met somebody named Gabe, and he was on my show. If anybody watched it, he has a phenomenal story. He is G Pop on TikTok. Follow him. Um, and I have to have him on again because there was so much to talk about. There's so much to talk about that we only got a little bit. We only touched the surface, but every door that he opened showed me a miracle and a miracle about what life can give and how you can become through life's ups and downs and challenges that most of us probably could not even imagine. So, hands up, hats off to him. Number one for showing up because he really did save my show today because I had a cancellation and I was I don't want to say proud, but I was happy for the guy that canceled because he had another job to do. And anytime somebody is doing their thing and they're succeeding and they're taking those steps forward, I want to support it. But at the last minute, Gabe came through. G Pop came through. And as most of you guys know, I don't meet my guest until they come on the show. So that was just an amazing meeting. And the way that the show unfolded on its own naturally without a script was powerful. It was powerful. So, again, my name is William Rochelle. You can call me Bill. And it is Sunday evening. It is 9:28 on the East Coast, 6:28 on the West Coast, and this weekend is wrapping up and Monday is knocking at the door. What you guys heard when the show started was my song Happiness. And what I recognized was that happiness is not a destination. It is something that you choose again and again. And so the name of the song is a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And what that means, Martha, um, Kinga, Stephen, Joshua, everyone out there, our grandparents, when they were teaching us, you know, how to make lemonade, you take a little bit of lemons, you take a little bit of sugar, you add a little bit of water, or gumbo, you take a little bit of this, you take a little bit of that. And so that's why it's called Make Me Some Happiness. And really, what you're seeing is all of these kind of food references because happiness is different to all of us. And it is a little bit of everything that makes us feel right. I don't think it comes from one particular source. So, it's not the money, it's it it's not the job title, it's not, your parents, it's not your spouse. It's all of that. It's all of that combined. So, as the weekend as the weekend wraps up, and before it gets here, I want to spend a little time right here. This is the best part of Sunday night, right here, with people who actually want to connect before the week starts again. Drop where you're watching from. Let me know. Put it in the comments. And, hopefully we can connect sometime. Let me see who's in the room by sharing, because a lot of people are out there, but they're not commenting, because I can see it. And there's not tons of comments, but there's tons of people sitting out there watching. So here's what we have tonight: something to lift you up, a leadership thought to carry you into Monday, a kindness story that's going to warm you up from the inside, a little celebrity news, something that may be funny that no one should keep to themselves, and then we'll send you all right. So let's get into it. I want to talk to you about tomorrow, not in a scary way, in a real way. Monday is coming, dun 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 dun, and the week is coming, and a lot of people are sitting right now with this low level of anxiety about what is ahead. I would get that every Sunday night, and it didn't matter what my job was, whether I owned the company or I was an employee or I was a customer service agent, whatever the job was. Sunday nights were always that night of, "Hey, what's going to happen tomorrow?" And, you know, the emails are waiting, and the conversations that we've been avoiding, the decisions, that we've been putting off. I want you to hear me tonight. You have survived every Monday that's ever come for you, every single one. And you did not just survive them. You came out on the other side of them. You learned something, you grew, you handled something you did not think you could. And that's not luck. That's you. You, 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 not you, but you. Sunday is a night. There's a for some of us. Sunday is a night uh, of a countdown to dread. Sunday night is preparation for. It's not a countdown to dread. It's preparation for what you're due. So tonight, instead of worrying about Monday, I want you to ask yourself one question: what is one thing I can do tomorrow that my future self will thank me for? Just one, not the whole list. Just one thing. Go to sleep thinking about that answer and then go do it. Words without action are hollow. Oh, thank you, Martha. Um, so what's one thing that you can do tomorrow that your future self will thank you for? Think about that. For all of our people that are in management positions or are managing themselves, the way you start your Monday sets the tone. Your whole week follows you. Think about that. The people around you are watching how you walk in, not what you say, how you walk in. And there's just this thing that I've done for my entire career. If anybody knows me, they know that I am not a morning person. Period. Explanation point. So driving to work, I would always thought, stop at a Starbucks, drink my coffee, and try to get that rush before I walked in. And I'd be groggy and I'd walk in and I'd get into the elevator on the first floor. And as the elevator rose, I would look at the numbers and it would be like a countdown. And the countdown every single day, but especially Monday, was a reset because I know that in every position that I've held, that the way that I enter the room determines how the people around me react. So when those elevator doors would open, that was almost like a a stage curtain. opening. It's saying action. And whatever frustration was in my mind for those 8 floors up, I had to release them. And when those doors opened, my mood would shift. My focus would not be on me. My focus would be on every single person in that office. And what I would do is I would greet the receptionist. Hey, Kelly, how was your weekend? What's going on? And she would tell me about her son's baseball game. And then I would walk into every single department and I would talk to the team and the management. And it would just be a good morning. How is everything going? How are you guys today? And that would give them a chance to express anything that they wanted to express to me. And it also made me obtainable. It wouldn't be a long conversation. It may have taken me 15 minutes to get to my desk. But I knew that once I got to my desk and um, started looking at the emails and started looking at my to-do list, that I would not easily go back outside and greet everyone. So there was never a moment where I walked into the office, walked past anyone, and went straight to my office. It was being self aware that when you are in a position of power, that you set the tone. So never come in scattered, come in settled, reactivate intentionally, not heavy, but ready. Take those cues from you before you even open your mouth. So this Monday, I want you guys to walk in like you already know the week is going to be good. Not because everything is perfect, except for me, but because you decided it would be. That decision alone is leadership. Make it before you get there. Make it before you get there. It's also because I think I deal and have always dealt with a little bit of anxiety. And so I would always watch, the VPs when I was, an agent. And if their mood seems sour, even if they just had a fight with their husband, I don't know. But if it didn't seem, if something seemed off, I would always think, what did I do wrong? I don't know where that comes from. I need to leave it where it is. But because that's something that I dealt with, I want to make sure that nobody else has to deal with it so they can concentrate on business. The other thing that I would do every Monday is I would have a 10 o'clock meeting with the customer service team and then all of the department heads. And it would be for 15 minutes. And what that was for is because customer service runs 24 hours a day. So the team would let us know any hiccups, anything we've been hearing, what the reports have said, and um, things that we should work on. Because there's no need in having marketing work on a new marketing project when it's creating more problems than it is sales. So they got to hear directly from customer service that the campaign you're launching is doing fantastic because customers are really buying. Or they're hearing the campaign you're running is doing really crappy. Why? Because it's generating 10 times more phone calls because customers don't really understand the campaign. we're getting tons of questions, but then when it comes to the price, they're like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. Let me think about it and call you back. So it helped to put out fires. It was a 15-minute talk between communities in the organization. It helped the team to understand better how to overcome those objections if they were real objections. And sometimes it was the fact that marketing put something out there and they were marketing to people that couldn't afford the product. So you don't, it just, it wasn't the right demographic. So it taught us through that we need to narrow our target base and then reach the right customer. Random acts of kindness are my favorite stories. And the kindness story of the night, this one is quiet. It's not $1 million donation. It's not $1 million donation. It's better than that. There's a dog named Chunk. Chunk is a bulldog who was adopted from a shelter. His owner described him as afraid of everything, timid, unsure, carrying something heavy from whatever his past looked like. For 2 years, his owner was patient with him. 2 years of just showing up, not forcing it, not rushing it, just being there. And this week, Chunk finally came out of his shell. And the moment he did, he ran. He raced around the backyard, full of zoomies, while a toddler sat in mulch, laughing uncontrollably. Chunk just kept going in circles, free, joyful, and completely himself. 2 years of patience for one moment of pure joy. Somebody watching the video wrote in the comments, he is going to be addicted to the sound of that laughter. I want you to think about somebody in your life that was still a little like Chunk, someone who was timid, who was healing, who has not quite come out of their shell yet. Do not rush them. Just keep showing up. The zoomies are coming. The cutest thing in the world. So I think I told Kinga this, but I have my dog Bruno, and Bruno is not a cuddle muffin. He is more standoffish. But just recently, and he's 3, he started to cuddle with me. And I need that. I know it sounds weird, but the fact that he snuggles up to me and he hops in my bed now and just kind of nuzzles up to me and I can feel that heartbeat and I can just hug him and he'll snore in my arms. It's cute, and it took us 3 years to get there. And there was a moment where I didn't think he was going to make it. And when I say not make it, I mean he's a big dog and he went through his teenage years and he bit the hell out of my hand. I am surprised um, you can't see it, but I have a mark on my hand right here. And it was all down my legs because he just attacked me. And it's because he's an Akita. And I did not recognize that he was afraid. My dog is huge and he's afraid. And so what I had to recognize was that when I would reprimand him in a harsh tone, he would take that as aggression. Now, I'm not a psychologist, in no way, but I did recognize that I loved my dog and that I needed to consider my health and him because the bite on my hand was horrific. Um, but through patience, understanding, and a different tone, and this applies to people too, guys. Patience, understanding, and a different tone. I have a different dog and I have a different relationship with him. So, enough about dogs. Now we're up to celebrity news. We're almost done, folks. Don't worry. This is a quick one. We have two birthdays today. Reese Witherspoon turns 50. 50 years old. Elle Woods, Big Little Lies, The Morning Show, a production company that has changed how women's stories get told in Hollywood. Happy birthday, Reese. You have earned every single one of those 50 years, and you're looking great doing it. William Shatner, Captain Kirk, is 95 years old. Still touring, still talking about space, still completely unafraid to take up space. Happy birthday, Captain. Now, I will say this. On Thursday, I celebrated Chuck Norris's 6th, and on Friday, he died. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed for, for Captain Kirk. Stay with us. Live to 110. Tom Brady this weekend returned to a football field for the first time since he retired. He played in a flag football classic in Los Angeles alongside Rob Gronkowski, Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, and Saquon Barkley. Kevin Hart hosted. Justin Bieber was in the crowd. It was the most star-studded flag football game in history, and Tom Brady, well, they say he still looked like Tom Brady, but I've seen pictures of Tom Brady where he looks like Jim Carrey from The Mask. So I'm just saying, that's just my opinion. Don't hate on me for it. But Tom, good to see you out there. Now, all right. Here's here's what I'm going to consider to be a joke. Not sure how you guys are going to do it. I'm not sure how I'm going to deliver it. But the head priest of a cathedral the head priest of a cathedral in Pittsburgh was arrested this week for stealing baseball cards from Walmart. The reason why I paused was because when I read the first sentence, my mind went someplace else when they said he got arrested. Not one pack, but over $1,000 worth of baseball cards. The head priest of a cathedral stole these from a Walmart. Now, I have so many questions and no answers. Here's your takeaway tonight. Whatever you're going through this week, you are not the person who has to explain to their congregation why they got caught shoplifting rookie cards. Perspective of it. We all have it good. I'm not sure if that was the best joke because I believe priests have had a lot more to explain. But we're going to leave it right there. All right, family. Before I let you go tonight, I want to say something simple. You made it through another week. Whatever last week threw at you, bam, 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 bam. We, you, not you, but you, we're still here. We're still standing. We're still showing up on a Sunday night looking for something real, and that matters. Jay Pasqua, Kenneth Dunner, Charito, Leanna, Kinga, Steven, let's see. Money! Woohoo! My girl, Lisa Feverick, Leanna, Martha, Daryl Anderson, Gina. Gina, you know what? I need to get you this weekend, and we need to get on a show together. I want to thank all of you guys for staying up late to hear me talk about whatever it is I have to talk about. This new week is not a burden. It is another chance to say the thing you've been holding back. Another chance to be the kind of person you want to be remembered as. Another chance to do the work. Love the people and show up for your own life on purpose. Go to sleep tonight grateful. Wake up tomorrow ready and carry something good into every room you walk into this week. The world needs what you carry. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. I will call you Will, save for the flavor. I am William Rochelle. Oh, pizza. I was talking about you earlier today, Peter. I was saying that our little get-togethers, I miss those. And that we connected on just a different level. Me, you, Jeremy, Kenneth, Felipe. You know, that's something that I will never forget. I am so proud of Peter because Peter was in that group and we were all looking for jobs. And Peter got, I believe, a job that he loves at DFW. And he seems to be excelling at it. So fantastic. I am proud of you, my friend, and continue being you. I am grateful. Good night, everybody. Rest well. Monday is not your enemy. It is your next opportunity. And I am going to see if I leave the show, if my song, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, is going to play. And remember, that's the ingredient. It was a song that I created during International Happiness Day. And let's see if it plays.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I say a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Make me some happiness. A little bit of this,
a little bit of that.
a little bit of that,
I say a little bit of this,
a little bit of that.
a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Make me some happiness. Got a bowl full of lemons on the kitchen table. Clouds outside talking crazy like they own the day. Still I feel love living deep in the room, like a song in the walls that will not go away. A pinch of hope and a spoonful of patience, a laugh in the air and a warm embrace. That is how a hard day turns soft in your hands. That is how joy puts light on your face. It is not somewhere away, it is not down the line. You make it in the moment, you make it every time. Make me some happiness. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Some sugar and lemons bring the whole world back. A drizzle of love with a laugh on top. Stir it with your heart and do not stop. Make me some happiness right here in the moment, right here where I stand. Joy is homemade, baby, made by hand. So when the world gets heavy, flip it with your praise. Make me some happiness all over this place. Yeah. How do you take a rainy day and make it feel like healing? Soft on my window, palm in your soul. How do you take a broken place and bless it with a future? To the herb that's going, the whole heart grows. Now, do you lasso sunshine when it lands on your shoulder? How do you catch your glance and turn it into love? How do you take your trial and turn it to your testimony? You lift it up, then rise above. It is not happiness all over his face. Snap your fingers, let your spirit catch the rhythm. Rain might fall, but the sun still